So this is going to be a motivational speech for you guys, especially for young men. This is just something that I just improv'd off the cuff, off the dome. You guys know how it is, on my way to visit my parents. So I'm gonna be taking you guys along with me for that ride. So what I'd like you to do is buckle up, sit back, relax, and let this one land. If you're a young man who just doesn't intuit the intrinsic value of health, maybe it's something that you've just taken for granted. It's something that has never been stripped from you, so you don't know what you could potentially be missing in the future. I think you're gonna find that this offers a lot of context, a lot of perspective, and a lot of wisdom, boys. So as I said, sit back, relax, and let this one land. Peace. What's up, guys? We're gonna be talking about the importance as a young man of cultivating a healthy lifestyle. I've been reflecting lately on my younger years, and I'm turning 30 later this year for reference, on the outright dismissal that I used to have of the importance of good health. I just sort of took it for granted, to be honest with you. I can remember being a freshman in high school and my honors geometry teacher, Miss Graziano, would be one of those an apple a day keeps the doctor away type people. And I can remember just how unappealing, unsexy that was to me. Just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, if I'm being honest. At that point in time, my frame of reference was something along the lines of equating these health conscious people with being kind of like these goody two-shoes. You know what I mean? Like live a little bit, loosen up the hinges and, let loose. That was literally my mentality. And to be honest with you, if it wasn't for a rare, exceedingly rare inflammatory condition in my esophagus called eosinophilic esophagitis that I was diagnosed with when I was 15, and just the consequences that conferred that I had to contend with, that were certainly not getting any better, even given pharmaceutical intervention. It was only the true value of health that became glaringly obvious to me when it was taken away from me just like that. And as a young man, hopefully you can intuit that even if you have good health, wherewithal, and wits about you now, that maybe you can skate to where the puck is heading and learn from me. Learn not just from your mistakes, but from the mistakes of others, so that you don't have to make them yourself. If not for this rare inflammatory disease that brought me to my knees when food completely impacted my esophagus hundreds of times throughout my late teens and early 20s. If that wasn't motivation enough, then 5 years ago when I started practicing as a consultant pharmacist, contracted with various nursing homes around the state of Maine, and just going out and seeing the writing on the wall and not being naive enough to think that I was going to be destined for something different if I did the same thing as the people before me, the residents of these nursing homes that are by and large demented. They're cerebrally compromised. Their life is certainly nothing to marvel at. They have a beat. They have a heartbeat. They've got a pulse. And that's lifespan. But it's not health span. And I'm willing to bet that you want the latter. I'm willing to bet that you don't want to just settle for a heart that beats and keeps you alive and keeps you breathing. You want to kick ass. You want to actually have wherewithal and wits about you and live an optimal life. And so, after I'd gotten to the bottom of my own health ailments and issues, I was coasting. was feeling pretty good. I was in a committed long-term relationship, a live-in relationship. And I kind of let off the gas a bit. Kind of forgot about the importance of good health. Maybe let a few seed oils slip into my diet, to my dismay. Yeah, I really lost perspective. I lost the big picture. The fact that we live in a world that is antithetical to good health. Look around you. How many proper, sexy examples do you actually see of people who are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, emanating authenticity, and just glowing? And it's so rare. And that's in part why I'm here to offer an example. To not be Miss Graziano, who, in my estimation, didn't have other redeeming, attractive qualities to a young man. To a certain subset of women, maybe. But how many men do we actually have to look up to who are actually setting a proper example? Even in the fitness industry, you have if it fits your macros, you have people who are just coping. Everything in moderation, 80%, baby. That other 20%, don't even worry about it. Doesn't count. It doesn't count. It does count, gentlemen. It does. And I'm here to set a good example and to show you that you can become sedated like I did. You can have this rare disease that wakes you up and makes you realize the importance of good health, and then you fall back asleep because you get in a relationship and you go soft and you lose that hard on for life, man. You lose it. You lose the passion. You forget how you got here. You forget what compelled you to take this path. You forget about what's important to you and what your true mission is. And I never want to forget that again, because it's so important to me to be a good example to you guys. And to remind you that healthy is sexy, and sometimes you are going to get off the beaten path. But then I start consulting for these nursing homes, and I'm reminded, the writing is on the wall. And that's gonna be me one day. I'm gonna be a fucking resident of one of these homes that I'm consulting at. And that scared the shit out of me. Leverage that, guys. Use that negativity. Think ahead. Ask yourself, where are you gonna be down the line? If you don't make the habit change, the habitual changes, the lifestyle changes, the modifications that I'm advocating. Where is that going to land you in this life? And when I mentally pondered this and I conjured up the images of my future and what that would ultimately entail and how my life was going to transpire from that point onward, I couldn't believe it, man. Because it would be the same traps set before me on that beaten trail that other people got stuck at, other honeypots that people got stuck at that I was just gonna be the next in line to get stuck at. And nobody tells you about these honeypots, do they? Miss Graziano, she didn't mention that in honors geometry class, did she? She did the best that she could. And your parents are doing the best that they can and did the best that they can. Your coaches, your mentors, the people that you idolize. Even your doctors. But how many doctors have you encountered that have a six-pack? That have things that you want to have? That know how to pick up women? That know how to be attractive to the opposite sex? And actually have a good dialogue and have that masculine core currency that they offer up to others. You know how many doctors are doing no-fap? They're probably married with 3 kids and are taking out the trash for their wife. There's nothing inherently wrong with that. But maybe you see something different. Maybe you just have this sense, this intuition that you're not the person today that you were destined to be, man. You're not leading the life that you'd like to, the one that you envisioned, the one that you know is possible, the one that you've been robbed of without even knowing it. Because it's like something that you never had. It's like this horizon that you're forever chasing, like the end of the rainbow. But I'm telling you that you can get there. And there is this path. There is this holistic path of taking your life seriously. Everything that you put into your body, everything that comes in contact with your body, the various cosmetics, the toiletries, the endocrine disrupting chemicals, the bisphenol A in receipt paper, being highly cognizant and by extension putting forth a concerted effort to effectively circumnavigate the aforementioned honeypots that are invariably set on the trail most taken. You've got to blaze your own trail. You can take the map that I've given and reverse engineered based on the trail that I've blazed for myself. But your stride length is going to be a little bit different than mine, right? You got to calibrate the legend to your liking into your own first person experience and empirical evidence that you accumulate over your lifetime. Guys, I love you all very much. Thanks for checking out today's video. Please, if you have not already, comment, like, and subscribe for more content like this. Take this idea seriously. You can evolve, you can change, you can find your freedom, you can fix your physiology. It's going to take consciousness, a concerted effort, and consistency. Until next time, friends, find your freedom. Peace.